Hey guys, it's Hunt for Games, and this probably isn't the video that you guys might have been expecting, although I think I've said that for like the past 3 or 4 videos, so at this point, you guys probably don't expect anything. Things have been crazy busy lately. I'm moving in 2 weeks, which I'm super excited about. I can't wait to reset up my whole gaming setup in a great new awesome way. But it means we're getting to that point where I'm about to move, and like a lot of stuff's packed, but not everything's packed, which makes making videos like super hard. But I didn't come here to complain. I'm actually really excited because it gives me an opportunity to kind of bring up a topic that's really important to me, but I never really thought about how I was going to make a video about it. So anyways, I'm just going to get into it. Multitasking with video games. Now, I'm not talking about those sit down, delve deep, really absorb yourself in it kind of games. Not those games. More than like I've played this a million times, or I'm not sure this game even has a story, or this game really deserves a playthrough on hard, but I'm just more in an easy mood kind of time right now. What was that sentence? I don't know what happened there. But anyways, like MMOs especially, when your third leveling experience has become a bit more routine, your 10th run through of a standard dungeon has just gotten a bit stale, but like, you love the game, you love playing MMOs, or maybe you're just sitting there and you're like, I just want to be playing a video game right now, kind of like just zoning out. But something about it, it's just too repetitive. You're like, I don't know, it seems like it might be a little bit boring right now. So you do something else, whether that's listening to music, which isn't that big of a deal, or reading a book. I don't know how you do that, but TV or movies. I do this all the time where I put up like TV shows that I'm watching, or a movie on like a side monitor or on a tablet or something next to me while I'm playing games. I don't know if that's just me, but I do it all the time. The problem is, it's gotten actually a little bit like ridiculous, because now, unless I'm really in the mood to play a game, I'm at a point right now where I always want to be playing games and watching TV at the same time. I feel like I'm accomplishing two of my favorite hobbies at the same time. So I'm like burning through binge watching these TV shows and just like grinding in MMOs mindlessly. And I've been doing it for weeks. But I've gotten to the point where I don't even want to play MMOs just by themselves. Like, it's even so bad that even when I go to play like Rainbow Six Siege with the guys, and this is the only example that's not the case, I'm like, oh, and I have to like tear myself away from these TV shows and just play Rainbow Six Siege, because that's not a kind of game that you can kind of do other stuff, unless some of you can. I'm not good enough to do that kind of stuff, because I got to be laser focused on that game to not suck. But I can't play, like, if a game is even slightly, you're able to just zone out and just do it, I put on TV. And at that point, I'm not even sure why I'm playing the games anymore. I'm having a great time. I'm not, like, super stressed about it. I was just curious if anybody else does this, and what your thoughts are on it. I used to love doing this back in the day, and it's actually probably changed kind of like how I am. But when I used to play Final Fantasy XI when it was, big, it was a different kind of game, because I'd wait for hours for a party, or even when I was in a party, you might be waiting for a new mob to come back as people were pulling. There was just a lot of downtime. So I'd sit there and I'd like play Game Boy while the TV's on, maybe with a book nearby in case the Game Boy gets bored. I mean, I was doing like 3 or 4 things at once, because there wasn't that much activity going on with Final Fantasy XI for a lot of it. Sometimes I'd actually almost be annoyed if I got a party immediately, because I was kind of excited to play like Game Boy for a little bit, or a PSP game or something, and I was like, oh shit, I got a party that quick. That didn't happen too often. I loved getting parties, because I was always that job that couldn't get a party. But I'm kind of like, I digress. Point is, now MMOs aren't quite like they used to be. They require a little bit more thought. I mean, after playing, a game like Final Fantasy XIV or World of Warcraft for a long period of time, you still get to a point where you can kind of like zone out and not really think about it too much. But it's not like Final Fantasy XI was, where there's an auto attack and you just kind of like every minute or so you got to throw off your one ability that you have, and maybe remember to get Berserk in there every once in a while. There just wasn't that much involvement back then. It was more about timing and strategy. But Final Fantasy XIV, you've got these rotations of like 10 different abilities. World of Warcraft is the same way, with other complex aspects of that. But I still kind of want to have that same experience where I've got a TV show on and I'm sort of just mindlessly doing both. And it's a little harder, and I feel like I'm kind of not giving either the attention they deserve, but I never feel like I have the time to just sit down and watch just a show. And frankly, I get kind of like antsy. I'm like, oh, I should be doing something else, like I'm just watching TV. there are very few shows that I like kind of devote my full attention to, and I feel like that's kind of wrong. Tell me what you guys think. Do you guys do this with games like MMOs or other games? Are you multitasking, watching TV or movie while you're playing games? Or am I crazy? Am I like mixing up two fun activities when they should be separate and, you know, each deserving of their own amount of time? I'll be honest, it's gotten even worse since I started this YouTube channel, because now that this takes up its own amount of time, I feel like I've got even less time for like individual television and video games. So if I can combine those into one activity, you know, 1 hour block, then great. I'm like, you know, efficiently using my time. Anyways, guys, that's pretty much it. I've been thinking about that a lot lately, especially as we get closer to this move. And we had bed bugs after the frickin' bats. The bed bugs came, and then we'd had all this work we've had to do to clean out the bed bugs. Hopefully that worked, Jesus. And all this work we're doing preparing for the move in 2 weeks. So I've just had, you know, the barest minimum of time for video games and television. So literally the past 2 weeks, whenever I've had the time to do either, I've been doing both. So I just wanted to kind of throw this video out there. Actually, really kind of like this idea of just throwing out topics and see what everybody thinks about them. So I might do more videos like this in the future. If you guys like it, definitely leave in the comments your thoughts. I want to hear what you guys do, and, you know, where you guys push boundaries with trying to multitask while playing video games. Definitely like the video if you liked it, and please subscribe if you're new. I've got plenty of videos coming each week, and I really hope to see you guys back. So thanks for watching.